A new tornado warning that's evidently been issued for portions of Escambia County, Alabama. We're going to get our systems up shortly and talk about this new warning. And again, a tornado warning has just been issued for portions of Escambia County, Alabama. We are waiting for that warning to come in. And here's your new warning. All right, so let's go ahead and get our emergency text alert out, and this is going to include the greater Brewton area. And so hang with me. What I'm doing right now is getting out our text alert to the many people here in the greater Brewton area that are watching. Again, a tornado warning is in effect for the greater Brewton area. I need you sheltered now. And hang with me. We are getting our system back up and running. We actually had a little technical glitch, but we are in the process of getting everything back up and running right now. Again, a tornado warning has been issued. And a tornado warning for the greater Brewton area. I'm sending out the text right now, so hang with me. Again, this is a tornado warning. All right, and the text has been sent. So what we're doing is making sure that we've got all our ducks in a row in terms of getting the message out. You got the wireless emergency alert if you have a cell phone in the greater Brewton area moments ago. And again, getting our information up and running quickly to talk about this new tornado warning. And so we're up. All right, and tell you what, let's go ahead and tell you who's involved in this. Again, this is a very serious situation for the greater Brewton area. The current time is 3:26 p.m. I'm Spinks Megginson, and we are here because of this tornado warning that is now in progress for the city of Brewton and points south and points west. This includes Century, Jay, Walnut Hill, McKinnon, Century, also Berrydale, and the community of Brownsdale included in this tornado warning that's in effect now for the next 45 minutes, basically, for these areas. So let's go over to our graphics machine, if we can, really quickly, and I want to show you exactly what you need to do right now. Again, this is a very urgent situation for the city of Brewton. Again, lowest floor, site-built structure, away from windows and doors. I need you to get to your safe place now if you are in Brewton, East Brewton, Riverview, Flomaton, Century, J. Right now, do not wait. We are blessed with lead time. This thing is back in Escambia County, Florida right now, and I want you in your safe spot now. Lowest floor, site-built structure, away from windows and doors. You want to put as many walls as you can between you and the outside world. If you have a football or baseball helmet, go ahead and put this on. I know that this thing looks funny, but get this thing on your head. These things can potentially save your life. You also want to have a whistle, closed-toed shoes on right now. We've got a tornado warning for the city of Brewton, and act now. Do not wait. Again, we're blessed with lead time here in the greater Brewton area. Also, Flomaton, Century, J included in this tornado warning. Let's go back to the radar as we put our football helmets on to protect us from flying debris. Here's the radar, and here's your storm back here very near Walnut Hill, and it's moving off to the northeast at a fairly rapid clip. Here's your polygon. Let's go ahead and take off the radar data so we can show you exactly who's included in this and who is not. If you're in Atmore, if you're in Canoe, if you're in Walbeek, this tornado warning is not for you. This is for communities to the southeast of there, Century, J, Brewton, all included in this tornado warning that's going to be rolling now for basically the next 30 minutes until 4 p.m. local time. So again, tornado warning. We are no longer in a watch situation where you want to be aware. This is a warning, meaning you need to act now. Do not wait. If you're in the greater Brewton area, Riverview, East Brewton, Spring Hill, Rock Hill, Pollard, Kego, Boshie, Hammock, I need you sheltered now. Do not wait. I hope you can hear the urgency of the tone in my voice. And tell you what, let's look at, this is our high-def radar, and here we go. Here's the warning. Here's McDavid. This is US Highway number 29. You've got US Highway 31. Absolutely no travel right now on 31 or 29 anywhere near the greater Brewton area or Flomaton. Again, no travel right now as we've got this tornado warning in progress for the greater Brewton area and points south and points west. Flomaton, Century, Jay, Mount Carmel, Brownsdale. Be sheltered. Santa Rosa County Highway number 197. Anywhere near there in the northern part of Santa Rosa County. Be sheltered. The urgent call to action is down here along US Highway 29 near Northview High School, Century, and McDavid. Anywhere near there. This thing is on your doorstep, and I'm talking right now. Get sheltered as we've got this possible tornado working its way to the northeast at a very rapid clip at about 45 to 50 miles per hour. The Weather Service is noting that your circulation is southwest of Century pushing into the region. So our Weather Service friends confirming that we have this possible tornado right in through here that's pushing off to the northeast. So Century, anywhere near Flomaton High School, near the Pizza Hut or the Subway here in Century and Flomaton, be sheltered. You've also got the Whataburger right here in Century, which is a community hotspot. Lots of folks like to go there. Anywhere near there, I want you sheltered now. Do not wait. The Georgia Pacific Paper Mill, D.W. McMillan Memorial Hospital should be implementing their tornado safety plan right now. Also, if the Flomaton Medical Center is open right now along along Alabama Highway number 113, I need you sheltered if you live anywhere near there. Again, a tornado warning is in effect for the greater Brewton area. I know we have many folks from Brewton, East Brewton, Riverview watching. Get sheltered now. You want to put as many walls as you can between you and the outside world. Here's your polygon, and here's your storm that's prompted this. And what happened is this storm actually moved out of Baldwin County. It prompted a severe thunderstorm warning about 30 minutes ago, and it's now moving off to the northeast. It's prompted a tornado warning for northern portions of Escambia County here in northwestern Florida, the far northwestern part of Santa Rosa County, Florida, including Berrydale, including Jay, Mount Carmel, also Brownsdale included in this tornado warning. And here in southwest Alabama, Brewton, Riverview, anywhere near the Brewton Municipal Airport, Spring Hill, Rock Hill, Pea Ridge, also Dixonville, Pollard, Kego, Hammock, Foshee, Flomaton. Be sheltered right now as this tornado warning is in effect for your region right now. Be sheltered. We've also got many severe thunderstorm warnings in progress across the region. I'll take off the radar data briefly so you can see just how many communities are affected. You got this big line of storms back here in Mississippi that's working its way to the east. Out ahead of it, you got these precursor storms, one of which is rotating. Escambia County, Alabama is the only tornado warning in the state right now. You are under the gun in the greater Brewton area, Flomaton as well. Be sheltered. Severe thunderstorm warnings continue for Clark, Wilcox, Choctaw, Washington, northern Mobile County. All of those regions going to have very heavy rain, lightning, potentially some damaging straight line winds in the next few minutes, but we are here to talk about this tornado warning that's in progress for portions of Escambia County, Florida, Escambia County, Alabama, and Santa Rosa County in northwestern Florida. You've also got a severe thunderstorm warning, which includes a portion of Escambia County, Alabama, and Conecuh counties. This includes Castleberry, Lenox, Belleville, Appleton, Evergreen, also Range and Repton included in this severe thunderstorm warning that's in effect basically for the next 30 minutes. Let's go back to our tornado warned storm though. That's why we're here, and this is a very serious situation. And so from here on out, we're going to focus specifically on this just because this is the serious situation that we currently have. Here's the community of McDavid. You've also got a community called Pine Barren right in through here. Century sits there. This is the Conecuh turned Escambia River once it crosses into the state of Florida. Anywhere in those communities, I mean, this thing is on top of you. Get sheltered. If you know someone in Century or Flomaton, I don't care who they are, you need to call them, let them know that this tornado warning is in effect until 4 o'clock. So that's about, say, 27 more minutes now for these areas. And again, if you're tuning in, perhaps in the last minute or two, if you're watching from Brewton or East Brewton or Pea Ridge or Riverview, Alco, Pollard, Kego, any of those areas that I just called out, I want you sheltered. In fact, let's put that in the double box if we can, so we can tell you exactly what you need to do. Here's your radar showing the storm moving to the northeast. Here's what you need to do. Lowest floor, site-built structure away from windows and doors. If you have a football, baseball, bicycle, or ballistics helmet, go ahead and put that on, and that will ensure that your head is protected as best as possible during this tornadic situation. As we've got this storm right in through here near Century, moving off to the northeast toward the greater Brewton area. So again, I can't stress that enough. Take action, do it now. Do not wait. If you're in Brewton, I realize that this thing is probably, say, 10 minutes, 20 minutes out, but it doesn't matter. I want you in your safe place now. If this thing increases in forward speed, we could have a situation in the next 5 to 10 minutes here in the greater Brewton area that could pose a danger to your life potentially. So understand, that's what you need to do right now. Brewton, anywhere along US Highway 3129 there that connects Brewton down to Flomaton. No travel right now on Alabama Highway 41, basically from Brewton all the way to Monroeville. We've got a severe thunderstorm warning in progress for the northern part of Escambia, southern part of Conecuh County as well. That is the polygon that we're looking at up there. But again, the tornado warning is for greater Brewton area and points south, points west. Pollard, Century, Flomaton, Riverview, Brewton Municipal Airport, anywhere near Thomas Road, anywhere near Dixonville, Travis Road, which is County Highway 55. Be in a safe spot right now as we've got this tornado warning that continues now until 4 o'clock for portions of Escambia County, Alabama, the northwestern part of Santa Rosa County in Florida, and also the northern part of Escambia County in Florida. And I realize for those of you that may be watching from far away, you just heard me say Escambia twice. Well, that's because we've got one Escambia County here in the southern part of Alabama, and we also have Escambia County, Florida, which is the furthest west county in the state of Florida. So 2 Escambia counties, and they happen to sit right by each other, anywhere near Century and Flomaton, Pollard. Be sheltered right now as we've got this possible tornado on your doorstep. And tell you what, let's go back over to our velocity product and tell you exactly where this thing is. And this dark line that you see here that connects Century basically down to Molino and Pensacola ultimately, this is US Highway number 29 that runs there through Pine Barren. It also runs through McKinnon and, McDavid, Molino, and this area. So Northview High School, anywhere near Northview High School, be sheltered now. Here's your couplet, and clearly this thing is very wrapped up, could be producing a tornado right now. Let's go over to our correlation coefficient product, and no doubt there's something here. I'm not saying that this is a tornadic debris signature, but certainly something suspicious over the past few frames as this thing is coming into Century. And this is a very dangerous situation. This thing could be down right now. So again, I can't stress this enough. If you are here in Brewton, Pea Ridge, Rock Hill, Spring Hill, East Brewton, be sheltered. Anywhere near T.R. Miller High School, W.S. Neal High School, Flomaton High School, anywhere near the Pollard McCall Junior High School. Be sheltered right now as this tornado, or possible tornado I should say, continues barreling off to the northeast. This is one of the storms that we're focusing on right now. This is the only storm that's prompted a tornado warning here in the state of Alabama and also the state of Florida at the moment. So certainly this is our main area of concern. If you watched us from noon to 2:30, we had long form coverage because we had tornado warnings over in Washington, Clark, and even one in Monroe and Conecuh counties. But now the threat has shifted to the south, and this is for Escambia County, Florida, Santa Rosa County, Florida, and also central part of Escambia County, Alabama. I'm going to take a swig of water here. Again, we've been going for about 3 hours, and we appreciate you tuning in this afternoon to this RedZone Weather severe weather coverage talking about the tornado warning that is currently in progress for the greater Brewton area and points to the south and to the west. Century, Flomaton. If you're catching this at the last minute, doesn't matter where you are. If you're anywhere within 5 to 10 miles of Flomaton or Century, be sheltered now. Doesn't matter where you are, get sheltered in terms of being 5 to 10 miles away from Flomaton or Century. I want you sheltered. Lowest floor, site-built home, away from windows and doors. In fact, if you'll put up the OTS tornado warning reminders, what we'll do is keep this up for the next few minutes for the folks that are just now tuning in. That's what you need to do anytime you have a tornado warning. Act now. Again, we are blessed with lead time. Do not take that for granted. Get in that safe place, even here in the greater Brewton area, as this storm is moving off to the northeast. Let's go back to our correlation coefficient product. And I'll tell you, right in through here, this is likely a tornadic debris signature. And I'm going to send a message to our weather service friends. Again, this is potentially a tornadic debris signature very near Bluff Springs along US Highway 29 coming into Century. And look, the radar data is actually a few minutes old, and so even though you see this little blue dot, which is likely your tornado debris signature, this thing is coming up on Bluff Springs and Century right now. A very serious situation transpiring. And I want to look at one thing off camera quickly just to see what we've got going on in terms of some parameters here with this warning. And again, a tornado warning continues for the greater Brewton area until 4 o'clock. I want you sheltered. Do not get out of that safe place for the next 30 minutes, basically, in the greater Brewton area. I'm off camera checking a few of the parameters here. Again, you're watching a RedZone Weather live severe weather broadcast. We are looking at a potential tornado on the ground right now, very near Bluff Springs. And I just sent the Weather Service a message to confirm indeed that's what happened moments ago. What happens is basically the radar is looking out over the horizon here, and the radar is hitting objects in the atmosphere at about, say, 3,000 to 4,000 feet over the Century area. And what happens is when the radar, quote unquote, sees something that's not consistent with the objects around it, you get this correlation coefficient that is much lower. And all that nerd talk to say, this very well could be a tornado on the ground very near Century. So again, if you happen to be catching this, or you know someone in Flomaton and Century, tornado potentially on the ground right now on your doorstep in Flomaton and Century, headed to the north. So again, this is radar confirmed, no doubt about it, a tornado on the ground right now very near Century. And we will, of course, have more information about that in the days ahead in terms of damage. But if you're in Brewton, I can't stress this enough. Be sheltered. Lowest floor, site-built home, away from windows and doors, in an interior hallway or closet. You don't want to be in a mobile home. You don't want to be in a car. Those are the two worst places you can be during a tornado warning. And tell you what, let's go back to our velocity product here. And here's your rotation. Again, this is the velocity product. It's coming in very near Century right now. You've got your bridge, which is Florida State Highway 4, which connects Jay and Century. Your bridge over the Escambia River sits right in through here, and I would suggest anywhere near there, be sheltered. We've got a serious situation with a tornado likely on the ground being observed from radar, and we can do that using the correlation coefficient tool. Let's go back to our reflectivity product so you can see the classic view of the storm here. The call to action is Brewton and points to the south, points to the west. Pollard, Dixonville, be sheltered right now. Right now, don't wait. As this storm is moving off to the northeast at a fairly rapid clip. You've also got severe weather here in Conecuh County, very heavy rain, perhaps some small hail falling in Evergreen, Range, Repton, Belleville right now. So that's the deal with that. But again, the tornado warning is for basically Century, Flomaton, Welka, Brewton, East Brewton, Dixonville, all those areas, be sheltered. I realize I've said that, but look, we've got new folks on the live stream. If you happen to be catching this, I want you sheltered in Brewton right now. Don't wait. Tell you what, let's go back to our correlation coefficient product to see exactly what this thing is doing. And again, we watch for a drop in the value of the correlation coefficient values when we have a tornadic situation. And that has happened around Century. We certainly had a signature moments ago that was indicative of potentially a significant tornado on the ground right here just to the southwest of Bluff Springs, to the north of McDavid, right here along US Highway 29. Again, be sheltered anywhere near Century right now. Jay, Mount Carmel, Brownsdale. Be sheltered right now. Those are communities right here in the northwestern part of Santa Rosa County. Be sheltered right now along Santa Rosa County Highway number 197. And yeah, I'm getting a message from Flomaton now that not only has very heavy rain started, they've got gusty winds in Flomaton. So that certainly could be the inflow here into this potential tornado. You see this V-notch right in through here. Let's zoom in on that. That's quite suspicious. Along US Highway 29. Here's your inflow, and you've got this counterclockwise rotation along US Highway 29, potentially just to the south of Century or very near Century. So Also, I do see a report from a storm chaser that we've got, a trained professional storm chaser, by the way, that's reporting that they are on, coming into northern Escambia on 29, very near that storm. So we should have a visual shortly on Twitter if indeed something is down, or hopefully. That's the goal. And I can't stress this enough as well. Look, these storm chasers that I'm talking about are trained. They have many hours of training. You don't have any business to go out there. You certainly don't have any business driving right now along US Highway 31. I'm not driving. My producers aren't driving. You don't need to be driving either. This is a very dangerous situation that we've got going on right now in the far southern part of Alabama here in central Escambia County. No travel right now along Alabama Highway 41, basically from Brewton all the way to Monroeville. No travel right now on US Highway 29, basically from Dixie in the far eastern end of Escambia County, all the way to Brewton, all the way to Flomaton, and ultimately down to Pensacola. You don't need to be traveling, folks. This is a terrible, terrible time to be in a car, as we've got a tornado warning in progress for many, many acres here in southern Escambia County, Alabama, and the northern part of Escambia and Santa Rosa counties here in northwest Florida. Let's go back over to our classic radar, and I want to keep watching this correlation coefficient. Again, here, this area of green and blue, these are the suspicious areas, because what's happening here is when you see a low correlation coefficient value, what that means is likely you have a tornado lofting debris from the ground, whether it be soil or pieces of buildings or things like that, into the sky. And so I note that the Weather Service is now issuing, all right, we have now a report from the Weather Service, a confirmed large and extremely dangerous tornado located very near Century, moving to the northeast at 35 miles per hour. So we've shifted now from a possible tornado to a confirmed large tornado on the ground right here, very near Century. So if you're in Pollard, if you're in Kego, if you are in Foshee or Hammock, I want you to be in a safe place right now. We've got a confirmed large, potentially deadly tornado on the ground right now. Do not play with this. I want you to take the course of least regret. Grab those helmets, whether it be a bicycle, ballistics, football, softball, baseball helmet. Put it on, especially on children. But adults, if you happen to have an extra helmet, put it on right now. It doesn't matter. I know it looks funny, but you got to have it on. This is a very dangerous situation, as we've got a considerable tornado down very near Century. If you're near Flomaton, anywhere near Alabama Highway 113, Pollard, anywhere near Hart Farm Road, I need you sheltered now. Do not wait. This is a serious situation. I'm going to post on Facebook quickly just because we have such a very urgent situation. Again, this is a very dangerous situation with a confirmed large tornado down, potentially very near Century. And I say potentially because what happens with these tornadoes, as you know, they can be down for a minute and then go back up in the clouds in terms of touching the surface, but it doesn't matter. We know that there was a tornado down moments ago very near Century, and so the call to action for this tornado warning is Brewton, East Brewton, Riverview, Pea Ridge, Spring Hill, Rock Hill, Pollard, Kego, Hammock, Foshee, and even Appleton. I want you sheltered now. I can't stress that enough. Get sheltered now. And tell you what, I'm posting a message on our Facebook page. Hang with me. I'm posting a message on our Facebook page, and again, I apologize that's in all caps, but this is a serious situation. Very urgent that you know that we've got this tornado on the ground now near Century. And tell you what, this is a situation that requires me to send out an urgent text alert that I hoped that we would not have to use, but indeed we're going to have to use it today. Serious situation. If you're in Brewton, get sheltered now. Again, a tornado warning continues near the greater Brewton area. And the Weather Service noting that the circulation is between South Flomaton and Oyster Lodge, which is right in through here. I mean, Century, Flomaton Flomaton High School, anywhere near the McDonald's or Whataburger there in Century and in Flomaton respectively, you got to be sheltered as this thing is paralleling 31. The Georgia Pacific paper mill, you should have been implementing your tornado safety plan 20 minutes ago, but you need to be doing it now as we've got this confirmed large tornado on the ground now, very near Oyster Lodge and South Flomaton, moving up through here towards the greater Brewton area. D.W. McMillan Memorial Hospital, T.R. Miller Mill Company, all these major companies and industries in the greater Brewton area, you need to be implementing that tornado safety plan right now. Westgate Village, the Meadows, and the new Country Living facility. Implement that plan now. You need to be in the lowest floor of the site-built structure, away from windows and doors, in an interior hallway right now. Do not wait. I hope you can hear the urgency in my voice. This is a serious situation transpiring right now in South Flomaton and Oyster Lodge as we've got this extremely dangerous situation, a tornado on the ground right now, moving off to the northeast. And I'll tell you, I'm sending out this update hang with me. Also looking at our social media feeds here. Again, this tornado warning going to continue at least for the next 10 to 15 minutes for Escambia County, Alabama, the northwestern part of Santa Rosa County in Florida, and also areas near Century in the northern part of Escambia County in Florida. This is a very serious situation that we've got this tornado warning happening right now. And again, if you have damage, I don't want you to go outside and try to get damage pictures. If you're in Brewton or Riverview or Pollard or anywhere near Flomaton or Century right now, it's too dangerous. This is a serious situation. But if you happen to have damage reports back here in the northern flank of Escambia County, Florida, perhaps you're in McDavid, you're now out of the tornado warning polygon. If you have damage, go ahead and report it to us. Also, if we lose power, and I know that we've got some power flickers going on, we will be on the Mixlr feed, and I'll have that up at rzweather.com. That is an audio-only live feed, and we will get that up ASAP if we lose power. But for now, we're going to stay with you. We are located in the northern part of Brewton, Alabama, and so this thing is going to be on our doorstep closely. And I'll tell you what, for my producers, Bruce and Lee Margaret, they're the only other two in this building. I'm going to have them actually seek shelter in about 5 minutes. We're going to hang with you as long as we can, but I'm going to practice what I preach here and get to our safe shelter. We're going to be in the interior portion of this building, and we're going to be away from windows. You will continue to hear my voice. I'm going to keep the mic on, and so I'll keep walking you through this from my cell phone. I can actually get on this computer from the cell phone and see exactly what's going on if we lose power. But again, you want to have those helmets on, lowest floor, site-built structure, away from windows and doors. If you're in Brewton, East Brewton, Pollard, Kego, Foshee, Hammock, Pea Ridge, Spring Hill, Rock Hill, Dixonville, anywhere near the Brewton Municipal Airport, Appleton, be in a safe place right now. And tell you what, let me look at, we've got a picture. All right, and we have now hail, so penny-sized hail being reported near Flomaton. So I'm going to report that quickly to the National Weather Service in Mobile. All right, and the circulation is near the community of Wall. All right, so here's Wall, and this is your very wrapped up storm. Let me go back to our correlation coefficient just to see what we're looking at. And this little blue dot right in through here, this is very near the intersection of Alabama 113 and US Highway 31. And understand the radar beam is hitting this a few thousand feet off the ground, but it doesn't matter. This is a low correlation coefficient value, indicating that we could still have a tornado on the ground very near Hart Farm Road, Pollard, Kego, anywhere near Pollard McCall Junior High School. I need you sheltered. And again, if we lose power, we're going to get on the Mixlr audio-only feed from rzweather.com, and we'll have that up. If you go to Mixlr in the App Store, M-I-X-L-R, all you have to do is search for my name, S-P-I-N-K-S, and that's where we will continue if we lose power. I'm telling you this because we still have power flickers happening, so bear with me if we lose power. I will get that up immediately if we lose power. Hopefully we won't. Again, call to action, Brewton, East Brewton, Riverview, Dixonville, anywhere near the Brewton Municipal Airport, Mount Carmel, Jay, Pollard, Kego, Foshee, Hammock. Be sheltered anywhere near Foshee Road, anywhere near Jernigan Road, Old Highway 31. You've also got Alabama Highway 41, Pea Ridge Road, Appleton Road, Highway 31, which is Douglas Avenue, Mildred Street in East Brewton, anywhere near W.S. Neal High School, Spring Hill, Rock Hill. Any of those places that I just called out, I want you to be in a safe place right now. Do not wait. This is a very serious situation, and I can't stress this enough. If you are in this area that I just called out, I need you sheltered now. Do not wait. This thing is on our doorstep. I need you in a site-built structure away from windows and doors. You want to put as many walls as you can between you and the outside world. You want to grab a helmet. Here's the helmet. A football, baseball, ballistics, softball helmet. Grab this thing and put it on. Again, I know it looks funny, but this is not funny. This is a very serious and potentially dire situation for areas near Flomaton, paralleling the U.S. Highway 2931 corridor. And so grab those helmets, put them on right now. Get in the middle part of your house or structure. I know a lot of folks are off today due to President's Day. Get sheltered now. I can't stress that enough. All right, let's take one pause and look at the situation at hand. I'm getting several tweets. I want to check that really quickly. And I want to see if we got any damage reports. All right, and this, I'm not exactly sure where this is, so that's not, if you tweet me a picture, I need to know where it is, and so keep that in mind, please. All right, take my laptop full, if you will. This is what we've got in terms of the situation at hand, and let me make this a little bit bigger. This comes from David Gonzalez, shot the video of the funnel cloud in northern Escambia County, Florida. So here's the deal. Here's your tornado right in through here. This is northern Escambia County, Florida, moments ago. This is the type of thing that's going to be moving up towards the greater Brewton area. So get sheltered right now. Let's play that one more time so you can see exactly what's going on. Again, this comes from David Gonzalez. This is along U.S. Highway number 29. Look at that. Look at that. There's your tornado, all right? Funnel cloud tornado. So this is no longer a possible situation. There's no more possibles. You got to be sheltered right now if you are in the greater Brewton area. Go back to the radar, if you will, and let's look at this thing on the classic reflectivity. And this thing is clearly wrapped up, even on the reflectivity. You see this kidney bean shape. I apologize for that. That's a new tornado warning. You're probably hearing that same thing right now. This is a wireless emergency alert being issued for the greater Brewton area. And here's your new polygon. And so let's go ahead and see that text from the Weather Service now. This is a considerable tornado. Let me read this text directly verbatim from the Weather Service to you so you'll understand the magnitude of this situation. At 3:56 p.m., moments ago, a confirmed large and extremely dangerous tornado was located near Pollard, moving to the northeast at 40 miles per hour. So let's say hypothetically that you're just catching this at the last minute. Brewton, East Brewton, Riverview, anywhere near there, be sheltered now. This is a very dangerous situation as we've got this tornado on the ground now. And this new warning, let's talk about who is included in this new tornado warning, because we've got communities out here, Boykin, Dixie, Brooklyn, Jay Villa, also Nymph, Johnstonville in Conecuh County included, the southwestern flank of Castleberry. If you're in Castleberry, be in a safe place. Anywhere near the Brewton Country Club, Kirkland. Also, there's a community called Fish Pond, Teddy, Alabama. Anywhere near Holmesville. I need you sheltered as we've got a new tornado warning that's just been issued for much of eastern Escambia and southern Conecuh counties. I'm telling you this because I am very, very concerned that we might lose power very shortly. And again, if we do, I want to reassure you, Mixlr is the app. And all you have to do is search for my name, SPINKS. We will shift from this wonderful video stream to the audio-only stream. I don't have to have electricity to do that, and we will keep you posted from there if we lose power. So again, a tornado warning, a very considerable, urgent situation transpiring right now in Pollard, coming up the U.S. Highway 31 corridor. Be sheltered right now. Helmets on, closed-toed shoes, grab a whistle if you have one. and again, as many walls as you can between you and the outside world. These are the only 2 tornado warning polygons that we have anywhere across our region. And again, I know we've got severe thunderstorm warnings in Thomasville, Chatham, all those areas to our west, but we are here to focus on our core area. Understand, we are based in Brewton, Alabama, and we are under the gun. And I'll tell you, in about 2 minutes, I'm going to ask my producers if y'all will go ahead and get sheltered, and I'm going to be joining them momentarily. And again, what the situation will be is you'll be able to see me control the radar and hear my voice, but we're going to actually get sheltered as well. So for all my family and friends that are watching in the greater Brewton area, I need you sheltered now. This is a very urgent and dire situation potentially for the city of Brewton. All right, and the Weather Service is noting that the storm is not as tight as it was. That is good news. And I'll tell you what, let's take that banner off if we can, because we're about to get into the core of the situation here in the greater Brewton area. And we now have a new severe thunderstorm warning that's going to blanket basically the entire region that you see on the map here. And this tornado warning, though, is going to continue now until 4 o'clock, and 4:45 for the central and eastern part of Escambia County, Alabama. Let me go back to the classic reflectivity product so you can see exactly what we're dealing with here. Here's your kidney bean shaped storm, and you see that little dot right there. That actually could be a bounded weak ecoregion, or BWER. That's indicative of potentially a significant tornado when you see something like that on radar. So if you're in Brewton, downtown Brewton, midtown Brewton, North Brewton, be in a safe place right now. If you happen to be catching this at the last minute, I want you anywhere near Brewton to be sheltered. Lowest floor, put up the reminders, please. Site-built home, away from windows and doors, putting as many walls as you can between you and the outside world. So again, tornado warning with a potential considerable tornado is down. We know it's down because we saw it down here on radar with the correlation coefficient product very near Century. And tell you what, if you will take my laptop full, I want to play this video for folks that just may be joining us again. All right, here's your tornado, and this comes from Twitter from David Gonzalez, so we certainly want to thank him for that. This is your tornado when it was in northern Escambia County, Florida, approaching Century. This is US Highway 29. I'm going to play the video one more time, but again, I want you in a safe place due to that thing right there. Look at that. If this thing is down, it could be a wide tornado, potentially capable of producing significant damage. This is the type of situation that we have ongoing in the greater Brewton area, potentially right now. So I need you sheltered. Get there immediately. Go back to the radar, if you will. I appreciate that. I'm joined again by Bruce Thompson and Lee Margaret Bostic. They're my executive producers helping me out today. Certainly couldn't do this without them. Here's your storm, and I'll tell you, if y'all will go ahead and get sheltered, that would be great, and I'll man it from here. And I'm going to hang with you as long as I can, and then I'm going to get sheltered myself, because again, this is a very serious situation that we've got coming into the greater Brewton area. So you need to be in an interior hallway, closet, or bathroom. Do not be out in a car for any reason. I cannot stress that enough, folks. Do not be in a car. Don't get in your car. Lots of lightning and that sort of thing, but the concern is the tornado. And okay, and I'm getting reports now of a tornado near Foshee Road. This is unconfirmed reports, but again, a tornado near Foshee Road. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take my laptop with me. I'm going to control the computer from in the closet, but I'm going to get sheltered. So I hope this tells you just how serious of a situation this is. Brewton, East Brewton, Alco, Riverview, anywhere out here in the eastern part of the county, near Brooklyn, Teddy, Jay Villa, Brooklyn. Be sheltered as we've got this confirmed tornado on the ground moving into the greater Brewton area. So I'm going to go get sheltered and hang with me. Again, we're not going anywhere unless we lose power, but I have to take precautions as well. Sort of an unprecedented step here for me to take, but we're going to get in the bathroom here, or closet, actually in the bathroom. So you may hear a little bit of an echo, and we're going to hang out in the bathroom for a little bit. Heavy rain continuing. I'm going to go ahead and prepare to boot up our Mixlr feed as well. If you're in Brewton, again, don't panic. Get to the safe place, but this is a very serious situation, and I'm going to go ahead and put up on the screen exactly what you see, what you need to do. We're going to leave that up. I'm getting hail now in the greater Brewton area. Penny-sized hail falling in the greater Brewton area. So, again, we're joining you live from the closet and bathroom here. So that's what you need to be doing as well. And tell you what, I forgot my mouse. All right, there we go. Getting set here to broadcast from the bathroom. Again, if you're in Brewton, I need you sheltered right now. This is a tornado on the ground moving into the greater Brewton area. Again, tornado watch continues until 10 p.m., but this is a tornado on the ground. If you're in Brewton, I need you to seek shelter now. We've got hail falling here at RedZone Weather headquarters. And tell you what, I'm going to go into our...
The National Weather Service has issued a severe
This is going to be a new severe thunderstorm warning. You're hearing the noise there. All right, and I'm going to say in our NWS public report of a tornado near Foshee Road near Brewton. And again, we are live from the bathroom doing what you need to be doing. I mean, this is a serious, serious situation happening in the greater Brewton area. I'm tweeting out the information. Tornado is on the ground coming in to greater Brewton area. Be sheltered right now. And again, we are on our live stream talking to you via video, but the deal is we're doing exactly what you need to be doing. We're in a safe place here in the greater Brewton area. I tell you what, shut that so we don't hear as much outside noise. All right, so nickel-sized hail is falling here in the greater Brewton area. We got a new tornado warning now that's going to include portions of Montgomery, so I wanted to pass that along as well. But again, broadcasting from an interior bathroom here, and this is a very serious situation. I'm going to tweet out a new link here. All right, and we see that we've got now apparently some structures damaged in Century. Multiple structural collapses in Century. So I'm going to tweet that out to the National Weather Service. Again, if you're catching this perhaps at the last minute, the reason I'm not on camera, we are in a bathroom here in the middle of the RedZone Weather headquarters. A tornado is on the ground. We're staying with you, but we're doing exactly what you need to be doing right now. This is a very serious situation in Brewton. Lowest floor, site-built structure, away from windows and doors, as we got this confirmed tornado producing structural damage in Century. This thing is doing damage, and folks, I'm just going to say this, it could absolutely take your life. So I want you in the lowest floor of your site-built structure in an interior bathroom or closet now, right now. Do not wait. Again, this is a serious situation. I cannot stress that enough. Very, very dangerous situation ongoing as we broadcast live from the bathroom here, doing exactly what you need to be doing in the greater Brewton area. If you're in Flomaton, Pollard, I want you to stay sheltered. I realize that many of you are there watching, and it's not that we're ignoring you, but the threat has clearly shifted to the greater Brewton area. Brewton, Rock Hill, Spring Hill, be sheltered as we've got this tornado warning that continues. And so hang with me. We will come out of the closet when we can. Again, this is a serious, serious situation ongoing in the greater Brewton area. I don't care where you are in the city of Brewton, get sheltered now. Right now, no exceptions. If you're in Brewton, East Brewton, Riverview, Alco had an unconfirmed report of a tornado on Foshee Road moments ago. Also, this is a good word, pets. Don't forget about those pets. Bring them in the bathroom with you. Dogs and cats, of course. Grab those and bring them with you. Certainly a great idea. Good word from Chandler Dunaway, who texted me that. So tell you what, we've got very heavy rain, lots of wind in the greater Brewton area right now, but fortunately we are maintaining power. If you're catching this at the last minute, again, if we lose power, we'll go to our Mixler feed, and that's will be on the RedZone Weather website as soon as I can get it up. Again, a tornado warning due to a tornado on the ground. I'm going to take control of the radar from here, right in the bathroom. Again, this circulation is on top of the city of Brewton. So I don't care where you are in the city, get sheltered right now. Perhaps you're catching this at the last minute. Lowest floor, site-built structure, away from windows and doors. Put on the helmets. I know they look goofy. They could save your life, all right? Get sheltered right now. And again, looking at the potential for a tornado on the ground, we had an unconfirmed report moments ago of a tornado very near Foshi. So that's the deal there. Also, unconfirmed reports of excuse me, I'm just looking at some other things here. Century, we've got now structures damaged near Century, and I'm getting reports now of sirens that are happening in Flomaton from people that are hearing the sirens there. If you're in Flomaton, look, I can give you an all clear for now, all right? So the severe weather threat is going to continue, but due to this tornado having moved now into the greater Brewton area, I can give you a clear in Century, Flomaton, Jay, Mount Carmel. The tornado warning has been trimmed back, and it now includes the greater Brewton area and points to the north and points to the east. Brooklyn, Jay Villa, Fish Pond, Teddy, Holmesville, Boykin, and Dixie. Be sheltered right now as this tornado is now on your doorstep. It's trucking off to the northeast at about 40 miles per hour according to our friends at the National Weather Service. And again, we had about 20 minutes of lead time, and I'm hoping and praying that with this wonderful lead time from them that we do not have any injuries or deaths, of course, due to this storm. But I want you to take action now if you're catching this at the last minute that could save your life. Get sheltered if you are in Brewton, points north, points to the east. Tell you what, I'm going to step back in here to update our radar software quickly. And again, stay sheltered if you're in Brewton. We've got penny-size hail here in Brewton, Alabama. Again, confirmed penny-size hail, and that's coming straight from me. I see it with my own eyes, no doubt about it. Some significant hail falling right now in the greater Brewton area. But again, a tornado warning continues basically for the next 30 minutes for southern, southeastern Conecuh County, including Brooklyn, Jay Villa, Nymph, Johnstonville. For the next 30 minutes, I need you sheltered in those places. Also, anywhere near Brooklyn, Boykin, Fish Pond, anywhere along County Highway number 69, which is in the far eastern part of Escambia County, Alabama. Be sheltered right now. Large tornado was on the ground moments ago. So that's the latest on that. I'll tell you what, I'm going to pull our NWS chat and say penny-size hail 2 miles north of Brewton. And tell you what, we are going to maintain our shelter for the next few minutes. This is an unprecedented step for us. We are taking shelter in the middle of our RedZone Weather studio in an interior bathroom. This is exactly what you need to be doing. If you are at your home or place of business, you need to be in a site-built structure away from windows and doors. You need to put as many walls as you can between you and the outside world. And I can assure you where I am, we've got many walls between us and the outside world. So that's exactly what you need to be doing right now. Again, helmets on, you want to have a whistle and closed-toed shoes. Certainly, if you're in the greater Brewton area. And for all the folks that have been tweeting at me all these damage reports, I promise we will get to those and show those on the live stream. But the deal is we've got a very serious tornado warning because the National Weather Service has mentioned this could be a considerable tornado. We know it was down moments ago in Century, and we had a public report, an unconfirmed report, of a tornado being down very near Foshi Road. And of course, for those of you that are familiar with the greater Brewton area, that is where you have the Georgia Pacific paper mill, where the Foshi Road comes out there along US Highway 29 and 31. Be sheltered anywhere near that area. I'll be able to give you a clear in about, say, 5 to 10 more minutes here in the greater Brewton area. And I'll tell you, winds are dying down here at RedZone Weather headquarters. We are located very near T.R. Miller High School. We're maintaining our shelter, as should you, for the next basically 5 to 10 minutes. And as soon as I can give you a clear, we'll come out of the closet and we will resume our operations as normal. Again, we were able to control this radar from our position here in the bathroom due to the marvelous technology that wouldn't have even been possible, say, 5 years ago. Again, the call to action, Brewton points north, points east. Places like Brooklyn, Boykin, Castleberry, Nymph, J Villa, anywhere near L Pond, which sits along Conecuh County Highway number 6 that runs from Castleberry over to Brooklyn. Be in a safe place right now, as we've got this possible tornado now trucking off to the northeast at about 40 miles per hour. Let's zoom in and tell you what, let me look at the correlation coefficient. This tells us if we have the potential for a tornado down. Basically, what the radar is doing is it looks out into the atmosphere at these particles that it can see in terms of raindrops and that sort of thing. And if there's something inconsistent with raindrops and hail and that sort of thing, it places a lower correlation coefficient value over tornadic debris, basically. And so the call to action, though, is Brewton and points northeast. Again, 3 to 8 more minutes, and we will be able to give you a clear in the greater Brewton area, excuse me. Let's go back over to our other radar product. We note that there's a severe thunderstorm warning in effect for many, many locales in the far western part of southwest Alabama, Monroeville, Thomasville, Jackson, also Chatham, Mobile included in that. But we are here for this tornado warning. I want to look at our rotation indicator here. This is a composite product. And no doubt, when the storm was back around Century along US Highway 29 there just south of Northview High School, the rotation values, the composite values were a little bit higher, but it doesn't matter because you can see sort of this flare up here in the greater Brewton area. It doesn't matter. I want you to be sheltered in the greater Brewton area right now. Do not get out of that safe place. Don't come out of the bathroom or wherever you are in terms of seeking shelter. Again, helmets on. You want to have a whistle if you have one, and closed-toed shoes. So those are the things you need to do. And I'll tell you what, this thing has moved to the east of Brewton, and I'll tell you what we're going to do is I want you to maintain that safe shelter for about 2 more minutes. But I'm going to ask our 2 producers to come out of our interior bathroom here, and we're going to resume normal operations. Again, a tornado warning continues for the city of Brewton and points northeast. We have not had damage that I'm aware of here in the greater Brewton area, but that doesn't mean it hasn't happened. So we need you to stay in that safe place for about 2-3 more minutes here in the greater Brewton area, which is where we are. We're going to come out of our shelter and talk to you about the damage that's happened. Hail, lots of hail has fallen across the greater Brewton area. We reported that about 10 minutes ago to our friends at the National Weather Service. We had penny-sized hail, and we're about 2 miles north of downtown Brewton, very near T.R. Miller High School here in the greater Brewton area. So certainly some hail, but for now, I'm not seeing any damage reports coming in from the greater Brewton area. Tell you what, if we can, I want to take my laptop full. Actually, let's go back to the radar if we can, and I'm going to grab my mouse again. We were just in the closet a moment ago talking about the potential for a tornado here in the greater Brewton area. We had reports moments ago of a large confirmed tornado back here near Century, and the cell has now shifted off to the east of Brewton, and this thing is out over a very wooded area. Lots of timberland in this part of the world. You've got Boykin, which sits right there along US Highway 29. I still need you sheltered in Boykin. This thing is coming up towards L Pond along Conecuh County Highway 6. Be sheltered in those areas. You've got the community of Fish Pond, Teddy, Holmesville, Brooklyn, Nymph, J Villa, Johnstonville, all those communities that I just called out in the southern part of Conecuh and the far eastern part of Escambia County, Alabama, be sheltered right now. This is a very serious situation ongoing in Escambia and Conecuh counties. And I do note that we've got a tornado warning in Macon County as well. Of course, that's near the greater Montgomery area. I want to check and see if that includes the Montgomery metro, because obviously many folks are keenly interested in that area. Here's your tornado warning from Macon, and you've got Auburn here. This is Interstate 85. Tornado warning coming up on 85 from the south here in Macon County. So if you know someone in the western part of Macon County, call them, let them know we've got a tornado warning there. We're not going to spend time there just because that's out of our coverage area, but I did want you to know tornado warning in progress for Macon, and that warning did include the eastern part of Montgomery County moments ago. You've also got this area of rotation very near Brewton that's now shifted off to the east a bit. Let's go back to our other radar product here. This is the velocity data, and we've talked about this many times today because we've had several tornado warnings off to the north and the west, but if you're just now joining us and you don't know what we're looking at, velocity is basically a tool that allows us to see which way water droplets are moving in the clouds based on a radar's site. And so this is the Mobile area radar, and obviously tornadoes and potential tornadoes have a counterclockwise circulation in the northern hemisphere, and so you've got winds here that are blowing toward the Mobile radar, and then winds to the south here that are blowing away, and so that's what gives us this couplet feature. Obviously lots of lightning over the wooded area near Boykin and points to the north, but your tornado risk is right in through here. And I want to caution you, this radar data is about now 5 minutes old, so your threat is here basically in the northern part of Escambia County, Alabama, upcoming on Conecuh County Highway number 6. You've got Escambia County Highway 69, which connects Brooklyn down here to US Highway 29 near the Conecuh River Bridge there. And anywhere near those areas, be sheltered right now as we've got this potential tornado on your doorstep. Brooklyn, Johnstonville, Nymph. Be sheltered right now. Absolutely no exceptions. All right, and if you're in Brewton, I am comfortable enough to say if you're in Brewton, you can get out of that safe place for now. However, I caution you, we do have a severe thunderstorm warning that's been issued for a good chunk of Escambia County here in southern Alabama. Let's zoom out. Tell you what, let's take off the radar data so we can get you up to speed on these polygons. And again, we'll talk about the polygons at some point, but the deal is you've got many locales included in this severe thunderstorm warning polygon. Monroeville, Tunnel Springs, Scratch Ankle, Alabama, which is here in Monroe County, and Point South, all included in this severe thunderstorm warning. You've also got this new polygon, which is a severe thunderstorm warning separate from the polygon that the tornado warning polygon here in the eastern end of the county. So this includes places like Waubee, Canoe, also Freemanville, Pineview, Barnett's Crossroads, Wallace, anywhere near Foshee, Hammock, the greater Brewton area, Century, and also anywhere near Northview High School in the northern part of Escambia County in Florida. This is that new severe thunderstorm warning, and that's going to be on the board until 4:30, so about 4:45, about 15-20 more minutes on that. And I'm getting several pictures from the greater Brewton area showing scud clouds from downtown. A lot of times what happens is you'll get pictures sent in with folks thinking that they're seeing a tornado, and in actuality it's a scud cloud. Now, with something like this, you obviously could have a tornado, especially since we have a tornado warning in progress, but I would caution, just because you look up and you see an ominous looking cloud, that doesn't necessarily mean it is a tornado. But again, it doesn't matter if you're in southeastern Conecuh or the eastern part of Escambia County. I need you sheltered as we've got this tornado warning that continues for these regions. So let's go ahead and put up those reminders for what folks should do during a tornado warning. Again, if you watched us about 5 minutes ago, we had to broadcast live from the bathroom, and we took shelter exactly like you should do when you have a tornado warning. Again, you want to be in a site-built structure away from windows and doors. You want to put as many walls as you can between you and the outside world. No mobile homes and certainly no cars. And if you're in the eastern part of Escambia County or southeastern part of Conecuh County, act now. Do not wait. This thing has had a history of putting down a considerable tornado back here near Century. In fact, tell you what, let me go back to our Twitter feed and show you this video that someone tweeted to us about, say, 30 minutes ago now of this tornado when it was near Century. Let's see if we can put that up. And we've got so many Twitter reports, it's sort of hard to keep up, but what I'm going to do is show you this tornado. We're not going to be able to do that right now. We've just got too many things going on Twitter, but take my word for it. There's a video, and we'll get to it, but there's a video back here on US Highway 29 near Century that showed what was likely a tornado on the ground, and it was perhaps a considerable one. Again, unconfirmed reports at this hour of significant structural damage right in through here near Century. And so I've also had several people text me saying that there was a large traffic of sirens being heard coming into the Flomaton and Century areas. Of course, we hope and pray that nothing has happened there and that it's an unrelated situation, but one would have to think, if you're hearing reports of structural damage, that something has indeed transpired. We will confirm that with the National Weather Service and get close to you, or get that to you very shortly. Let's go to our NWS chat feed, and we are blessed with this wonderful connection to the National Weather Service office in Mobile. We can chat directly with them. And again, the National Weather Service is, oh my, saying that this tornado warning is going to continue. And I say, oh my, let's put up, if you will, my laptop. This is an incredible photo. All right, so what you're looking at is the tornado evidently near Century. This is US Highway 29. We showed you that video about 30 minutes ago, very similar to this, but if indeed this is what it appears to be, this is a large, potentially violent tornado that happened about 30 minutes ago now, very near Century, Florida. This is US Highway number 29. This picture comes from the Tate High School football program, and so you can find them on Twitter. It's Tate High School and the football program there. They tweeted out this picture of this tornado evidently near Century. So I am very concerned about our folks in Century that something has indeed happened there. And go back over to the radar, if you will, please, and we'll show you exactly where this possible tornado is right now. Again, if you're just joining us, the current time is 4:25 p.m., coming up on 4:30. I'm Spinks Megginson. You're watching a live RedZone Weather broadcast originating from right here in Brewton, Alabama, where we took shelter exactly as you should have done in the greater Brewton area moments ago. And we still have this tornado warning in progress for areas just to the east of Brewton, in places like Boykin, also Holmesville, Teddy, Damascus, also Brooklyn, Nymph, Johnstonville. This is the tornado warning polygon that's in effect now for basically the next 15 minutes. Tell you what, let's look at the correlation coefficient, and very broad. So certainly some good news there in terms of not seeing any tight areas that could be a tornadic debris signature like we saw earlier, by the way, very near Century. But here's your area of rotation, and this is a very sparsely populated area of the world right in through here. But clearly, rotation continues approaching Brooklyn. You've got Conecuh County Highway 6 in the southern part of Conecuh County that connects Brooklyn over to Castleberry. Elk Pond sits right here. You've also got Johnstonville. Anywhere near those areas, be in a safe shelter right now. Jay Villa. Also, this is approaching Cohasset Creek. You've also got Escambia County Highway number 69, which connects Highway 29 up to Conecuh County 6 here near Brooklyn. So be in a safe shelter if you live within 5 miles of Escambia County Highway number 69 here in the eastern fringe of Escambia County, Alabama. Also, we hadn't called out this community very much. This is Dixie. Clearly, the rotation will pass a bit to the north of Dixie. However, I want you in a safe spot if you're in Dixie or near Dixie right now. Don't play with this thing. We have had a significant tornado apparently down near Century. In fact, if you'll go back to my computer so you can see exactly what I'm seeing on the screen here, this is the tornado that was evidently down near Century about 30 minutes ago. And this is the type of storm that can happen today. So I need you to keep this in mind, especially if we have more tornado warnings in the hours ahead here in the greater Brewton area. This is the kind of thing that you can have. The severe weather threat is not over. A tornado watch continues until 9 o'clock for all of the southwest Alabama counties and northwestern Florida counties that we cover. So be aware of that. If you'll go back to our radar, please, let's check out a view across the region here. Again, 4:27 p.m. And here's your main line of storms that's moving through southwest Alabama right now. You've got this large severe thunderstorm warning polygon that is blanketing many locales like Monroeville down to Uri, XL, Frisco City, also McGargle, Chrysler, Stockton, Tensaw, Perdido, Lottie, Rayburn, also Baymonette, Stapleton, Creola, Satsuma, Mobile. In fact, let's zoom into the greater Mobile area because I know we've got some interest down there. Here's your main line of storms, and here's the Mobile Metro. You've got Interstate 65 that runs north towards Montgomery. You've got US Highway 43 that runs north toward Mount Vernon and ultimately Leroy and Jackson. This is Highway 45 that connects Mobile up to Citronelle, Gulfcrest, Chinchula, and Fruitdale in southern Washington County. And this is US Highway number 98 that connects Wilmer over to Mobile. And so anywhere in those areas, you remain under a severe thunderstorm warning for basically the next 45 minutes. And let's see, it's 4:30. This is going to affect Mobile at a terrible time. Rush hour is happening as these storms are sliding in. So if you happen to be catching this from the greater Mobile area, I would encourage you to remain at your place of business if you happen to be working on this President's Day. And we've got a new severe thunderstorm warning that's going to include the greater Brewton area. Understand, you keep hearing my phone go off, but that is a wireless emergency alert, a WEA, issued for our area. And that lets us know that we've got potentially some dangerous weather on the way. And this is a new warning that's going to include Brewton, even though the area was already included in a severe thunderstorm warning for this line of storms that's moving in from the west. So if you're in Brewton, I know you've been in that safe place, or you've been out of that safe place, I should say, for a few minutes, but the deal is we've got some very significant storms that are about to roll through, and it would be a good idea, as the course of least regret, to be prepared to move to that safe place in the interior portion of your site-built structure. Let's look at this tornado warning that continues now for basically the next 15 minutes over here. This is approaching Brooklyn. You've got Conecuh County Highway 6 here, and you've got several county roads that come out of Brooklyn to the north. And these are the areas of main concern. Let's look at the velocity data here and see exactly what's going on. And I'll tell you what, let's shift to our Northwest Florida radar. We've got two radars that we use on a regular basis here, Mobile and Eglin Air Force Base. The Eglin Air Force Base radar is located in Walton County. Here's your couplet, and this is moving into the greater Brooklyn area, if I can say that. Brooklyn is a very small place, but if you're anywhere near Brooklyn, lots of oil wells out in this part of the world, be sheltered as this significant sign of rotation continues pushing off to the northeast at about 40 miles per hour. Anywhere in southeastern Conecuh County, be sheltered right now. Do not wait. Again, the tornado warning does not include the city of Brewton for now, but we certainly could have more issues in the hours ahead here in the greater Brewton area. I don't want you to let your guard down. We also have some thunderstorms moving in from the west. No travel right now along US Highway 31, basically from Greenville all the way to where it ends in Spanish Fort. No travel right now. It is a terrible time to be on the roadways. We've had tornado warnings. We've got severe thunderstorm warnings in progress. Don't travel if you don't have to. That is the bottom line. And again, a tornado warning continues. All right, so we've got a new tornado warning, and you heard the wireless emergency alert. If you're in Brewton, I need you to go back to the safe shelter. We've got a tornado warning, so let's go ahead and put up the OTS reminders if we can, and the banner, because we got a new tornado warning. And let me give it to the velocity product so we can identify where this is and go back to our Mobile area radar. Again, if you're in Brewton, new tornado warning has been issued for your area. We know this because we just got a wireless emergency alert from the National Weather Service. And so Brewton, East Brewton, Riverview, Alco, be in a safe place right now as we've got a new tornado warning. And I say that, this actually may be a tornado warning to our east. Let me make sure with the National Weather Service. Sometimes what can happen is if a cell phone tower has a portion of its coverage area that is included in a polygon for a tornado warning, you will get a wireless emergency alert for the entire coverage area of the cell phone tower. And so let's make sure exactly what's going on here. All right, and indeed, this is going to be a new tornado warning for portions of Escambia, Conecuh, Covington, Crenshaw, and Butler counties. So I want to correct myself. I was wrong. I misspoke. This does not include the city of Brewton. This is actually just a bit to the east of there, but it does include Boykin. It does include Brooklyn, Andalusia, Dozier. Also, Red Level sits right in through here, Cohasset Creek, Johnstonville. Be in a safe place as we've got this new tornado warning. And again, I apologize, Brewton is not included, or East Brewton or Alco. You are not included in this new tornado warning that is in effect until basically 5:15 for areas to the east. And if you got, and I know many folks did because I'm getting a text about it now, if you got a wireless emergency alert on your cell phone here in the greater Brewton area, that is because a portion of this polygon is included in our local cell phone towers coverage area. And so this warning is for areas to the east of the greater Brewton area. This does not include the city of Brewton in this new warning. So understand the tornado threat for now has passed in the greater Brewton area, but we've also note that we've got this very heavy line of storms approaching Brewton from the west. So let's show you that, and I'll tell you, we've got many issues across southwest Alabama and northwest Florida right now in terms of severe thunderstorm warnings and that sort of thing. Let's go over to our other product here and look at the state as a whole. I'm going to go to Alabama. This is the wide view of the state of Alabama. Lots of rain right now across Birmingham, Tuscaloosa, Anniston, Gadsden, but we note there aren't any tornado warnings in effect for this part of the world. You've also got severe thunderstorm warnings from basically Centerville and Brent and Bibb County south, extending all the way down to the Gulf of Mexico. So some severe storms embedded in this mass of heavy rain that's now shifting off to the east. We also have 2 tornado warning polygons, one of which is going to be canceled shortly by the National Weather Service, but the new one is going to include places like Brooklyn, Andalusia, Carolina, Red Level, Strawn, also Dozier, and areas just to the north of Ops, south of Brantley here in Crenshaw and Butler counties also included. So portions of 5 counties are included in this new polygon that's in effect until 5:15 local time. This is for the far eastern part of Escambia County, Alabama. Again, as I said a moment ago, if you're in the greater Brewton area, you likely got a wireless emergency alert just like I did and our producers did, but the warning is for areas east of here, places like Fish Pond, Holmesville, also Teddy, included in that tornado warning that's just been extended for eastern Escambia County until basically 5:15 local time. We also have a severe thunderstorm warning in effect for many spots across the region. Let's take the radar data off so we can tell you who's involved in this. And let's call out some of the communities that are currently under a severe thunderstorm warning. You've got McWilliams, Veredenburg, Scratch Ankle, Tunnel Springs, Monroeville. The entirety of Monroe County is included in this severe thunderstorm warning. Basically Evergreen and points back to the west, like Repton and Range, Burnt Corn, Lieffian, Bowles, also Atmore, Flomaton, Pineview, Freemanville, anywhere near the Porch Creek Indian Reservation. They're at the Wind Creek Casino and Hotel right here near Interstate 65, exit 59. No travel right now on 65, basically anywhere from Mobile up to Montgomery. It's just a terrible time to travel as we've got this severe thunderstorm warning. And also, as we noted a moment ago, this severe thunderstorm warning includes a good chunk, or basically all, of the Mobile metro area. And I realize that rush hour is starting right now, not only in Mobile, but also here in the eastern shore. This line of storms is rapidly moving off to the east, and so it's going to be a wet go of things with severe storms rolling through the Mobile metro at about 5 o'clock. So understand, it might be a great idea to wait, especially if you're here in the greater Mobile area or on the eastern shore, until, say, about 5:45, I should say, to go home, as we've got these severe thunderstorms rolling through. The only tornado warning that we have right now on the board includes portions of 5 counties. You've got the far northeastern part of Escambia, far southeastern part of Conecuh County. Also much of northern Covington County, including the county seat of Andalusia, included in this. The Andalusia Op Regional Airport, which sits right there along US Highway 84, included in this tornado warning. Dozier, Strawn, Red Level, all included in this tornado warning that's valid until 5:30 local time. So be aware of that. The Weather Service noting that they are watching the potential for a tornadic debris signature very near Johnsonville in Conecuh County, Johnsonville, I should say. So the deal is this storm is a very dangerous storm here. This is the same storm that produced that tornado back near Century. So understand this storm is still very dangerous. It has the potential to drop a tornado, perhaps a large tornado, at any point as it races off to the northeast at about 40 to 45 miles per hour. Tell you what, let's check social media here. and see exactly what we've got going on. And I'm getting several reports from across the state. We're going to get to the damage, I promise. But again, this tornado warning remains in effect. Red level, Brooks, Strawn, Andalusia, lots of U.S. Highway 84, and also a good chunk of U.S. Highway 29 that connects Luverne down to Brewton, basically. No travel right now in those areas. Checking our videos here, we have some videos, and I'm checking to see if we have a good view of this tornado that affected Century. Again, this is the same storm that affected Century about 45 minutes ago now, so very serious situation. Power is on in at least some part of the greater Flomaton area. I can tell you that much. Again, this storm has a history of producing some significant damage back here in Century and Flomaton. Power is on in at least some of these areas for now, so certainly some good news there. Also, just looking here to see some damage. If you have damage, again, tweet at us, and we will pass that along to our friends at the National Weather Service office in Mobile. Tell you what, I'm going to check our notifications here. Many reports coming in from the greater Century area. I'm very concerned about folks in Century, anywhere just to the west, to the east of Northview High School. Serious situation there. Tell you what, take this, if you'll take my laptop full. I want to thank Robert McClellan for tweeting this picture to us. This is from Dustin Carnley, and this is in front of Bondurant Lumber. You can't see that. Let me move that over. This is the tornado very near Flomaton, from what I understand. And I'm watching this with you to see exactly what transpired there. It looks to be a tornado on the ground. You can see sort of the debris lofting into the sky there. And let's continue this video. Again, this was moments ago in the greater Century area. And what you're going to see is the funnel cloud connecting with the ground here, and that's the definition of a tornado when you have the rotation down to the ground. No doubt about it, there's something happening in this area, and this was in Century moments ago. Thank you to Dustin Carnley for posting that video on Facebook, and that was tweeted to us by Robert McClellan. So I want to thank you for passing that along, both of you. And another video, tell you what, let's go back to the radar, if you will. And again, a tornado warning continues for many portions of Covington County here in South Alabama. You've also got the far southeastern part of Conecuh County under the gun right now. Let's go to our velocity product. No doubt about it, there's your area of rotation right in through here. Brooklyn sits here, Conecuh County Highway 6. This is US Highway 84. Anywhere near those areas in southeastern Conecuh County, this is your area of concern. Be sheltered right now. Do not wait. Again, if you watched about, say, 45 minutes ago, we actually took the tornado safety steps that we preach so much. So I want you to do the same thing. We all need to be safe during tornadoes, and clearly the greatest threat area is approaching Cohasset Creek, and that's the creek right here that separates Conecuh and Covington counties along US Highway 84. Cohasset Creek, anywhere near there, I want you to be sheltered in southeastern Conecuh County as we've got this tornado, or possible tornado, I should say, coming into Covington County. Here's Red Level and River Falls. You've also got Strawn and Gant involved in this tornado warning. This blue line here is State Highway number 55 that connects Andalusia up to McKenzie and Georgiana. No travel right now on State Highway 55. Also no travel on US Highway 29 that connects Brantley to Dozier to Gant all the way down to Brewton and Andalusia. No travel right now on 29 as this tornado warning going to continue. And I'm looking at another video here. I'm telling you, social media has been... All right, let's go to my laptop. This is going to be from Slick Roley, I believe is how you pronounce it. I apologize if that's a nickname. That's great, but I apologize if I mispronounced your name. Slick Roley, and this was into WEAR. This is a view of that tornado near McDavid around 3:30 p.m. So that's about an hour and a half ago, or an hour ago, I should say. let's view that one more time again. This is the type of thing that you could see today, a very serious and dire situation happening earlier today near McDavid and Century. Unconfirmed reports of significant structures damaged, and let's make this a little bit bigger so you can see exactly what's going on. Clearly, this thing was down. There's almost no doubt in my mind at this point. We saw it on radar. We saw the correlation coefficient go negative. We had now confirmed reports of damage in Century. So that's the type of thing that we could be dealing with in the storms that continue today. So go back to the radar, if you will. And here's the deal. If you are in northern Covington County, I don't care where you are in the northern part of Covington County, anywhere north of Carolina, north of the Andalusia Op Regional Airport, be sheltered right now. Take this thing very seriously. That tornado you saw moments ago, McDavid, this is the same storm that produced it. That's now coming into Covington County and southeastern Conecuh County here. You've got State Highway 55 that connects Georgiana down to Andalusia. No travel right now on 55. You've also got U.S. Highway number 84 that connects Op and Andalusia over to Evergreen. No travel there. No travel on 29, basically from Luverne all the way down to Brewton on U.S. Highway 29, as this area of concern that has now put down a confirmed large tornado about 45 minutes ago. This thing is racing off to the northeast, and it's headed into Covington County very near Red Level, Gant, and Strawn. So be sheltered. If you know someone in those areas, call them, let them know that we've got the potential for a significant tornado in those regions in the next few minutes. This thing is on their doorstep. I can't stress that enough. You want to be in the lowest floor of your site-built structure, away from windows and doors. Let me check our Facebook feed. We're getting tremendous reports of damage. Keep them coming. Y'all are doing fantastic. I really appreciate your reports. I will get to them and I will respond to each one of them, but the deal is we've got a storm that has a history of producing a large tornado coming into Covington County. Let's back out of this and kind of do a reset. If you're just tuning in, this is about as active as you'll ever see on our local radar. This radar is the KMOB NextRad weather radar covering this entire region of southwest Alabama and northwest Florida. You've got this main line of storms, which has prompted this severe thunderstorm warning for portions of Monroe, Conecuh, Escambia, Baldwin, and Mobile counties in southwest Alabama, and also a sliver of Escambia County, Florida is included in this severe thunderstorm warning that's in effect basically for the next 30 to 45 minutes. Lots of lightning, lots of hail potentially in these storms, line of storms as it continues moving off to the east. Now, we also know we've got another separate line of storms rolling through the greater Brewton area right now, and I know many folks in the greater Brewton area and beyond are watching, and I certainly appreciate that, but here's the deal. The line of storms moving through now, basically extending along the U.S. Highway 31 corridor from Evergreen to Castleberry to Kirkland down to Brewton down to Flomaton. This storm right here is not severe in nature, right? So no warning is out for this, but I caution you, the tornado warning continues for northern Covington and southeastern Conecuh counties here in South Alabama, and also it includes a sliver of southeastern Butler County and southern Crenshaw counties. This thing is in effect for the next 30 minutes, approaching Cohasset Creek. In fact, if you're familiar with U.S. Highway 84 that connects Andalusia over to Evergreen, you note that right here on the county line where you have this little squiggle of the white line, that is where you have Cohasset Creek. If you live anywhere near Cohasset Creek, 5 miles from that bridge where US 84 passes over Cohasset Creek, be sheltered now. Do not wait. This is a very serious and urgent situation. This storm has a history of producing a large confirmed tornado back around McDavid and Century, Florida, and we continue to get many, many reports of damage from the greater Century Flomaton area here. So you don't want to play around with this thing is the bottom line. Escambia County, Alabama, if you're in Dixie, Damascus, Teddy, also Holmesville, Fish Pond in the far eastern part of Escambia County, you are out of the tornado warning. That is good news, and that's the way we want to keep it. But the tornado warning continues for southeastern Conecuh, basically central and northern Covington, far southeastern Butler, and southern Crenshaw counties for the next 30 minutes. So I need you to stay sheltered in those areas. Again, a severe thunderstorm warning has been issued for many locales here in southwest Alabama that is in effect until 5 p.m. And that's this large polygon right in through here. And so We cover Southwest Alabama and Northwest Florida. If you are in Central Alabama, my encouragement to you would be to check on your local TV stations. WSFA is a fantastic one in the Montgomery television market. But again, we are here for Southwestern Alabama and Northwestern Florida. You've also got a severe thunderstorm warning in progress for portions of Butler County, including Greenville, Georgiana, points to the south and east there. This includes a good chunk of Interstate 65, exits number 107, 114, 128, and 130 all included. Your Greenville, Georgiana, Starlington exits all included. No travel on 65 basically anywhere from Mobile up to Montgomery right now, as many exits are included in this severe thunderstorm warning that continues for the next, say, 45 minutes for many communities, basically the entirety of Baldwin County. If you're in Baldwin County, you're under a severe thunderstorm warning until 5:30 due to this line of storms here. I'll go ahead and put the radar data back on so you can see this. And let's look at our friends here in Escambia County. I know we've got tons of folks watching, and I sure do appreciate that. Here's the deal. Here's your severe thunderstorm warning polygon. I know it's a little bit hard to see there, but you've got severe storms entering the county, Escambia County, from the west. So in communities like Huxford, anywhere near Holman or Fountain Prison, anywhere near the Wind Creek Casino and Hotel, or the Porch Creek Indian Reservation right here near Atmore. Severe storms moving in, but you don't have a tornado warning, and certainly that's good news. Damaging straight line winds, large hail going to be main concerns from this line of storms as it continues pushing off to the east at a very rapid clip. Heavy rain about to begin in Atmore, Canoe, also Waubee, Malta, also Wallace, Barnett's Crossroads. All those areas about to have very heavy rain, lots of lightning, but again, no tornado warning is in effect for those areas that I just called out right now. This is a severe thunderstorm warning, meaning damaging straight line winds, and also large hail will be concerns in those 5 communities that I just said. Again, a tornado warning continues for many spots here in the northern part of Covington, southern Butler, southern Crenshaw, far eastern part of Conecuh County. Here's your main area of concern near Cohasset Creek, near US 84, moving off to the northeast. So stay sheltered in those areas that I just called out. Certainly stay sheltered. This thing has a history of producing a large, violent tornado down near Century. Let's check our NWS chat feed, and I realize I've been talking not even nothing, so I hope you can hang with me. I apologize. When we have severe weather, it is critical that we get out the information in a very timely fashion. So hang with me if I'm talking fast. I promise I'll slow down, and we will look at damage reports as we get them when the severe weather threat ceases. I do note also, I just saw a bolt of lightning outside. Again, if we lose power, the deal is we will go to our Mixlr audio stream, and all you have to do is download the Mixlr app, or you can go to rzweather.com. RedZone Weather is online at rzweather.com. That site is in development, and that's going to be a fantastic avenue for us to get out information in the future. But we will have the live stream audio up if this wonderful video stream goes down. So hang with me on that. I'm going to grab a swig of water very quickly. Again, it's 4:51 p.m. I'm Spinks Megginson. You're watching a live RedZone Weather broadcast originating from Brewton, Alabama. And the deal is we've got a tornado warning in progress for the far eastern part of Conecuh County. So be sheltered in those regions because we have this possible tornado with a history. The storm has a history of producing a large, violent tornado very near Century. Excuse me. All right, let's check on our social media here, and I appreciate the barrage of tweets. It is not that I've got 25 plus tweets and about 100 text messages that I've got to respond to. It is not that I'm ignoring you. I appreciate those damage reports. Keep them coming. I will get back to you in the next few hours as this severe weather threat ends across the region. But again, northern Covington County, eastern Conecuh County remain sheltered near Cohasset and Cohasset Creek. Right in through here as US 84 crosses the creek there. Be sheltered anywhere near there. I don't care where you are, get sheltered. Also anywhere near Strawn, Red Level, Gant. You've got the Gant Lake, and obviously if you are familiar with RedZone Weather, we have talked about the Gant Lake Dam in previous weeks extensively, but anywhere near the Gant Lake Dam, I need you sheltered as we've got this tornado warning that's in effect for your area until basically 5:15. And tell you what, let's. All right. Let's not look at this. Let's go to another one. What I'm doing is looking at some of the damage pictures here. And again, I appreciate all these tweets, and I'm trying to respect our other media outlets, because even though I don't directly compete with television stations, I'm trying my best to respect not showing the content that you're sending from them. So understand, I'm not going to use that if it's to WEAR or any of the other wonderful television stations that we have here in our market. I'm not going to use that. But if you tweet at RZ Weather, I will use it. So we will certainly show you damage pictures with time. And tell you what, let's put this radar into motion if we can. You can see exactly where this storm came from. The deal is, we had this storm down in Baldwin County that ultimately moved into Escambia County, Florida, and ultimately through Century and Flomaton before Century before entering Escambia County, Alabama from the south. And now that same storm is now exiting Conecuh County to the east, and it's now in the northern part of Covington County. This is coming off on Butler and Crenshaw counties. This thing means business, so be sheltered if you are involved in this tornado warning polygon. That's actually going to exit our area once the thing crosses Cohasset Creek and enters Covington County. So in southwest Alabama, over the next 5 to 10 minutes, I will hopefully be able to give you somewhat of an all clear from tornado warnings in the next few minutes. But for now, the concern here is eastern Conecuh and northern Covington counties here in South Alabama. So keep that in mind. And again, we're coming up on 5 o'clock. At that time, we'll do a reset and kind of get all of our ducks in a row for our folks here in Southwest Alabama and Northwest Florida. Those are the areas that we cover on a regular basis. You've got 7 counties that we cover: Washington, Clark, Monroe, Conecuh, Escambia, Baldwin, Mobile, and in Northwest Florida, Escambia, Santa Rosa, and Okaloosa. That's our home coverage area, basically the Mobile TV market. And what we're trying to do is get out the information that you need about tornado warnings. Again, we've got a tornado watch that's in progress across Alabama and Northwest Florida until 9 o'clock. So here's the deal. Even though this tornado warning has basically exited our area to the east, the threat is not over. And this watch is in effect until 9 p.m. local time for all of these areas in southwest Alabama. So keep that in mind. The threat isn't over, folks. All right? Be ready to get on this live stream at a moment's notice if we have more tornado warnings. And I appreciate all the folks that took action here in the greater Brewton area. I've got fantastic pictures of folks doing the right thing, putting as many walls as they can between you and the outside world. That is what you want to do during a tornado warning. You want to have those helmets on, and you want to be in a site-built structure away from windows and doors. And I can't thank you enough for doing that. That means a lot to me personally, and it is good. It could potentially save your life. So thank you so much for not only watching our coverage, but taking the right steps to potentially, I should say, prevent the loss of your life. Certainly some good news there. Let's look at our radar here, and tell you what, let's look one more time at this velocity before it gets out of our area. Here's your main area of concern. You've got the city of Andalusia right here. This is US Highway 84, US Highway 29, and State Highway 55 that connects Andalusia up to Georgiana and McKenzie. No travel right now on any of the roads that I just called out, and certainly if you're in red level, anywhere near the Gant Lake Dam or the community of Gant, also Strawn, Andalusia, Strawn High School, which sits right in through here, anywhere near the Andalusia Op Regional Airport and points north in Covington County. Be in a safe place, as we've got this possible tornado right in through here that's moving off to the northeast at a very rapid clip at about 45 to 50 miles per hour. So that's the deal with the tornado warning if you're just tuning in. Heavy, heavy rain falling right now in the greater Brewton area. And tell you what, I want to see if... All right, this is new information. We got good news. This is really good news here. The National Weather Service office in Mobile is going to drop all 5 of their Mississippi counties, and also Choctaw, Washington, and Clark counties here in southwest Alabama out of the tornado watch. So in about 3 minutes at the top of the hour, we will be able, in fact, we can give you an all clear if you're in Choctaw, Clark, or Washington counties. The severe weather threat is going to end in those regions, and you will no longer be included in this tornado watch if you're in places like Thomasville, Fulton, Cyrene, Dickinson, Jackson, Leroy, Butler, Toxie, Fruitdale, Wagerville. All those areas, all clear. The severe weather threat will have ended and the tornado watch will be dropped from those 3 counties. Now, if you're out ahead of this main line of storms here, the severe weather threat continues, and communities like Brewton Evergreen, Andalusia, down to Whitingfield, Milton, Pensacola, even Century, who was affected by a large tornado earlier. The severe weather threat is not over, so hang with us. We're going to get you through this, and what I want to do is, if we could, we're going to show some of these tornado videos, and we got a new one here. All right, if you will take my laptop full, I'm going to make this full screen and get off the screen so you can get a good view of this. Take down the banner, if you will. Thank you. And I want to start this over. This is apparently very near McDavid, Florida. And these guys right here, I don't know them, but they don't need to be getting in a car. This is very near a large, violent tornado. That is a terrible idea. You don't want to be in a car during a tornado warning. And clearly, this large tornado was down very near McDavid in the northwestern part of Escambia County, Florida. That is not what you want to do during a tornado warning. Do not ever get in your car and drive during, especially in a situation like this where you have a large tornado warning down. Go back to the radar, if you will. You don't want to do that. That is just a terrible idea. Cars and mobile homes are terrible places to be during a tornado warning. You want to be in a site-built structure away from windows and doors in an interior hallway, closet, or bathroom. You want to have those helmets on. You don't want to be in a car. And so that's the deal with tornado warnings. We do have a tornado warning that continues for much of eastern Conecuh, the northern part of Covington County here. That one's going to be in effect until 5:15. And I want to thank Thomas Hart for sending in that video that you saw moments ago. Again, don't ever get in a truck or a car or an SUV or a van during a tornado. That is just a terrible idea. Can't say that enough. So let's be in a site-built structure away from windows and doors, please. I apologize for getting a little heated there, but we want to make good decisions during tornado warnings, and there's just no reason for anyone to ever die in a tornado. If you make the right choices, odds are you're going to be fine. And this is what I tell all the kids that I talk to on a regular basis. I go in many, many schools throughout the year talking about tornadoes and severe weather, and I just can't stress that enough. You don't want to be in a mobile home or a car during a tornado warning. That is just a fact that research has proved over and over again. And again, the only tornado warning that we've got on the board right now is for northern Covington, eastern Conecuh, southern Butler, and also southern Crenshaw counties here. Here's your area of concern. Let's go back to the velocity product. And no doubt about it, this thing is much more broad than it once was, even a few frames ago, so certainly some good news there as this thing is moving off to the northeast at a fairly rapid clip, about to enter the southern part of Butler and Crenshaw counties, well out of our coverage area. And so as soon as the Weather Service clips out Conecuh from this warning, and understand, if you are in Jay Villa, Nymph, Brooklyn, Johnsonville, also areas to the east of Evergreen, I can give you a clear for now from this tornado warning. The threat is over and the storm has shifted into Covington County right in through here. Let's take one look at the correlation coefficient to see if this thing, it's very broad. There's nothing that would indicate there's a tornado debris signature in this area. So that is good news, and that's the way we want to keep it. And tell you what, let's back out on the radar. And I want to look at our NWS chat really quickly to make sure that we don't have any new warnings, and we don't. So that is certainly some good news. Also, I'm getting this report from an emergency manager in Conecuh County. Here's Conecuh County. You've got Evergreen right here, 2 miles to the Again, I want to thank you for joining us this afternoon. The current time is 5:02 p.m., so let's do somewhat of a reset. I know that we've got the news starting on television, but we're going to stay with this live stream. We've had this tornado warning now, and it's been clipped out of Conecuh. So here's the deal. For our 7 southwest Alabama counties, from Washington County all the way over to Escambia and Conecuh counties in Alabama, no active tornado warnings are in effect right now. That's good news. We do have a tornado warning in progress for northern Covington, southeastern Butler, and also southern Crenshaw counties, and that polygon is in effect until 5:15 p.m. So if you're in, say, Andalusia and points north, I want you to remain sheltered for the next few minutes as we've got this tornado warning that continues in those areas. You do note that the Weather Service in Mobile has allowed this large polygon of a your thunderstorm warning to expire, and you see it there. The outline is gone, and the outlines actually update a little bit faster than our fills. So what that means is the Weather Service has said that this line is now under severe limit. Excuse me, Road, a road has been washed out. So we know if it could change in the minutes ahead, and we will certainly keep you